Hello guys, Mark Crosby here. This video I'm going to be teaching you how to use a third-party autoresponder form in your PowerLead system web pages. Okay, the main benefit of this I find is you can track your conversions and your opt-in rates more accurately and all under one roof in your dashboard. It works very well for Aweber, and I can't speak for other autoresponders other than GetResponse, but you know, this works with all autoresponders that use either HTML or JavaScript. So you literally just create a form, copy the code, paste it into PowerLead system, and it's as simple as that. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Like I say, you can see all of your leads and where they are coming from. You know, for all you guys that are in Traffic Token, wondering how many people are viewing the pages and the ones who are not opting in, you can see all that information by doing this. And if you've got the Future Ad Pro capture page set up inside Future Ad Pro, you can kind of divide all your capture pages so you can see how well your avenues of traffic are performing. Okay, and obviously you skip the bot check as well. I know PowerLead system are doing updates at the moment where they are skipping the bot check anyway, but you know, you can do it through this way as well. Now, so obviously make sure you are in your correct list. In this example, I'm going to be using Aweber. So have the right list selected, click on sign up forms, then you'd go to create sign up form, which is towards the top right usually. Then you see this page. Okay, whatever autoresponder you're using, what you want to try and do is use a transparent body. Okay, so what I like to do straight away is, you see these little buttons at the top, powered and privacy, footer, header, untick the whole lot of them. We want as simple as possible opt-in form for the PowerLead system page. So just untick all of those, and then all you're left with is two elements, I suppose, name and email, and a submit form. So over here, this is a very important drop-down box in Aweber, so you can jump from the various elements of the form. We're going to go to body. You see the background color. Click there, and then this little diagonal line here. Just click on that, and then that's now a transparent body. It's no longer going to look like a white box slapped over the top of the page. It's going to look like it's sitting in the page a lot nicer and neater than previously. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is scroll down a little bit and go to labels, and I'm going to make them black by bringing the color down there. Press OK, and actually this depends on the type, on whichever page you are deciding. So make a decision as to which PowerLead system capture page you want to copy and make your own before you do this, because the label color will need to sit nicely on the page. And I think what I'm going to do is make this blue, because I'm going to use the blue world capture page as in this example. So I'll make the labels blue to match the rest of it, make it bold, make it italic. I normally keep the size of the labels on 24, but if I come over here and go to inputs, inputs represents what is actually typed inside the box here, and I'll, for one, make this black, so it needs to be black so it's easy to see, but I will drop it down so the form's not as big, basically, if you kind of reduce that down to 18. These are just my personal preferences, if I'm honest with you. Happy enough with that part of it. In fact, what we need to do here is click on name, because remember, in the Yellow Brick Road we are only asking for first name. So you can literally, even though it says full name there, you can just change this to first name in the label just by clicking on that. Then this little box appears. Click save field, and that works fine. You know, I've tested this many times in the Aweber autoresponder, and if someone just puts their first name in there, it will work no problem in your follow-up messages. Sign up button, click there so it's definitely selected. Then this appears over here, advanced options, click on that, and then this box here represents the image here. Alright, so this is an image web address, and it just so happens for this example I did create a notepad document with all of the image URLs I have uploaded previously to the PowerLead system server. So I will keep this document in the files section of the Facebook group. This is an example of one of them here. I just kind of created this myself using cooltext.com. Works fine for me. So that would be kind of orange show me, I think I've labeled it as in this document. So I'll just pick another one. It's going to be the blue world page, isn't it? So I think I'll go with blue continue there. So just all you would do is get the document, copy the full image web address there, back over here, paste over the top of it, and then you just click into an empty space, and there you can see it's updated close that, and I'm happy enough with that form. Very simple. First name, email address, continue. Let's move on. Save your form. Go to step 2. Form name, quite important, I think. This is for your own personal reference, okay? And what I like to do is the web address that the opt-in form sits on, I will name my form that, okay? So the subdomain you have on your Yellow Brick Road capture page. So for Blue World, let's do that. So I'll just use something like blueworld.yourdomain.com. I like to use the word discover for the Blue World one, actually, because I think that's the message on the page. It says discover what you've been doing wrong this whole time, something like that. So I'll use that as my subdomain. But yeah, whatever the web address of the capture page you are going to be using this for, I would name that, and it's much easier to track those opt-ins if you do that, alright? Because if you don't label this correctly, you'll be thinking later on, well, I'm not even too sure which capture page that is. Alright, thank you page. You want to come down here and click on custom page, and this needs to be the web address of your sales page, alright? You know, the 20-minute long YBR sales page with the 3 buttons underneath. So you should have this on a subdomain, ideally. For this example, I'm not going to put my own web address into it, so I'm just going to use Google. Already subscribed, you need to do the same thing. Anyone who's already on your list and comes back to your capture page somehow, it needs to be the same sales page. So even though I am using Google for this example, this needs to be, you know, ybrssalespage.com or whatever your subdomain is for your Yellow Brick Road sales page. Very important that you are sending people straight from your capture page to your sales page. Okay, so Aweber completely controls where your leads go when they fill out this form. Alright, and I'm going to mention that again in just a moment, because a lot of people get confused with the Power Lead system settings and wonder why they don't work. Well, it's because Aweber controls where your leads are going, not Power Lead system. Save your form. Go to step 3. Click the top box which says I will install my form. You've got 2 options here. The raw HTML version does not track opt-ins very well at all in my experience. The JavaScript is 100 times more accurate, alright? So I would definitely use the JavaScript, okay? So just select it, right click, copy. One thing you have to remember about JavaScript is it doesn't display in the page editor, but when you go to view the page in Power Lead system, it will display correctly. Alright, so let's just go through that. So as I said, I'm going to choose the Blue World. It doesn't actually matter if you choose a PMAX or a C or a normal page. This is the only time this does not matter, and that's because Aweber controls where the lead goes and not Power Lead system. Okay, so as long as you have your correct subdomain in the thank you page here, which points to either the PMAX page or the normal page, depending on if you are a PMAX member or not, that you should have no problems with this. So just choose whichever capture page you want, go to copy. Obviously I'm in the web pages, my web pages, that's where I am here. Blue World, again, just click copy, and I will label it. So I'll just kind of, for my own personal reference, I'll just call it, I'll always stick a my before the YBR for my own pages. So my YBR Blue World CP, that'll do. Again, none of this matters, alright? So I have had a few messages in the past after the first time I did this tutorial, people asking me, when I choose the sales page here, it doesn't seem to be working properly. Why is it not changing? And that's because Aweber controls where our leads go, not Power Lead system, because we are using an Aweber form, not a Power Lead system form, remember? So all of this opt-in form information is totally irrelevant, doesn't make a difference. Even this, you know, the email series here, because we are using obviously Aweber. Right, so just go to Save Changes. Because we changed the label at the top, remember, we're going to edit text. This is going to open up the page editor where we can drop in the code. So remember, we had the form, we had the JavaScript copied. I'm just going back to it here. So remember, we have the JavaScript copied. This is the page, the Blue World page. Just click on Source, Control and F for find, and I've already got it in there. That's how often I do this. So I will search for the words Form A. Alright, Form A brings up Form Action. As you can see, there's Form Action there. Now 5 lines down, miles across to the right hand side, is the word Form again. So bear with me here, it's about 5 lines down. So we're starting at Form Action. I'm going to come right over here and just follow the line miles across. Right, let's come back a little bit. Some pages it's not as far across. This just happens to be a bit of an awkward page. Right, you see what you're looking for, as I say, is about 5 lines down, right there, where there's a line before the form. Alright, that's where the form ends. So just scroll back across, you see everything we have selected there, from Form Action all the way to where the form closes, /form. All of that code represents the PowerLead system opt-in form. So all I'm going to do is right click and paste the Aweber JavaScript over the top. That's how I do it. So that's it done. You see where it begins. I think it's up here. I think that's where it starts, and this is where it ends. Script. So even though the script starts there, so as long as you've just pasted over the top, that's it done. Alright, click on source again to come out of this. As I said before, it'll not even display properly on this part, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Just go straight to save changes and move to the next step. Go to view your web page. Click the blue link at the bottom there. And you do need to have this on a subdomain as well, remember. So this is how well this works. It doesn't even show on the first part of the page. So if I just click on Show Me, that's the opt-in form we created inside of Aweber. It looks, in my opinion, just as smooth as the normal PowerLead system opt-in forms. So I'm not going to test it because I know it works. I've done this 150 times. Just fill out the form. It will skip the bot check because this is all handled by Aweber. You're going to go straight to your sales page, unless of course you have double opt-in and you can't switch it off. That's a different story altogether. But yeah, that's how you would do this. You know, copy your own pages, stick your own opt-in forms over the top, and make sure you have a transparent body. Alright, thanks for your time. Ta-da now, bye bye.